Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us on today's vehicle. Listen, you see I'm smiling already because there's just something about a pickup truck that makes you smile. When you see it, it's a fabulous piece. The fact of the matter is that this is approaching 60 years old. You know, we're doing this video 2016, and as it approaches 60 years old, it looks significantly better than even guys who have had work done compared to this truck here. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, getting back to the reality of all this, this is a ridiculously well done restoration, and it is 4-speed. It is 4-wheel drive. It is lifted a couple inches, all right? We can lower it back down if you want to, but you may want to add a larger wheel and tire to it, which we could do as well. So there's a couple cool things you could go. You could go either way with it, and that's a cool thing about owning a truck like this. You can personalize it just a little bit. But the rest of the truck is 1960 heavy-duty F250. This is what gave Ford the big leap over Chevrolet. When you drive this thing, it feels rock solid. You could pull down trees, you could pull tractors out of the mud with it. I mean, it's just that kind of farm vehicle, and that's probably what it was in its lifetime before it was fully restored. So it's, the underneath of it is as beautiful as the top, and we're going to show you a little bit of that as well, because even though you can see pictures and what have you, doing the video for you lets you know that this is real, and that you can touch and feel it, and it smells nice, and how you doing? You could come out of the garage and pet it, maybe with a glass of Chablis or your favorite craft beer, and come out and just pet your F250. All right, come on up here, because I want to talk about something that is important, and that's not me talking. What is important is quality of paint. What you should be able to do is read, and you're on the internet looking at these vehicles maybe, and if you are, I don't know why, but you should be just getting them from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. But if you do decide to venture out on your own outside the safety of the circle, these are the things you should be asking for when somebody does this for you, and maybe you're going to buy it and you're like, okay, the pictures look great. The pictures are not enough. They're not enough. Look, you can read every word in there. All right, I would do it on the white for you, but with the white doesn't show up too well, but I can do it for you anyway. But you can still see how you can read every letter that's in there. Don't read the paper. Read that right there, and look, it's crystal clear. All right, so little stuff like all new trim, polished stainless, new chrome bumpers, new chromed grille, emblems. This is probably somewhere in the range of a $50,000 or $60,000 restoration, minimum 2 years, maybe 3 years, all right? And so as you walk around, because there's a lot of things you can't buy reproduction on this truck. They didn't make enough of them. So there's no reason for people to spend the money tooling up like a Camaro or a Corvette or a Mustang. You know, they made tons of those. Here, these were farm trucks. They're expensive, and they didn't sell a lot of them. Now it's a big selling truck, and they make those things. So this has probably had the grille re-chromed. Could even be the original grille for all we know, and it's just really, really nicely done. But what I wanted you to do is take a second and look down the side of the truck. The work that's gone into the bodywork of this vehicle. It's nice and flat. All the work and everything to make a great paint job is tied up in the prep of the car. You and I can both paint. I've never held a paint gun in my life, right? We can probably paint. It's all wrapped up in the bodywork. And for a matter of fact, here, think about this. If you've ever done a wall at your house, fixed or repaired a wall, and you didn't do a great job with the mud and the sanding and what have you, and maybe you got rushed or whatever, and then you painted it, it showed up, right? Here, somebody's put a lot of time in because nothing shows up. All right, let's keep walking around for a second. I love the color-coded wheels with the tires. You know, another change too, you could make these white, and we could do that for you, which matches the top half of this, which would make a whole different looking truck. That's the cool thing about stuff like this. Is like they would call out the white here. This is hand painted on. This is a little nicer than the truck would have come from the factory. I'm being honest with you. This is just an over-the-top restoration. And not that I wouldn't be honest with you, but it really is much nicer than a factory original 1960 truck. The chrome is beautiful on here. The bed is spectacular. If you can come on in here and check this out for a second. And so this is what I love so much about the truck, is that we throw a couple bales of hay in the back here, right? Or a couple lawn chairs at some event, and you back the truck in, and you got your own party place, your own place to hang out. This is what this experience is all about. You could drive this to work with a big smile on your face, put it in the parking garage, okay? And then take it someplace to an event and have some fun. But what I want to show you is, first off, it drives spectacular. But you don't really know that because I'm driving it. I want to show you why, though, it drives spectacular, and that's buried underneath here. Like, check out this restoration here for a second. All of it's rebuilt, replaced, detailed, sanded, painted, and it's a truck that you could take to a show. And you want to take to a show and throw some mirrors under it. Or if you want to take it out to dinner, man, take it out to dinner. I guarantee the valet parks that thing right out front. All right? That's great. All right, so you can get them in 6 cylinders and you can get them in V8. Luckily for you, this is a V8. Let's go check it out. All right, so come on over here. This is a big part of this truck, and if you can come around for a second, I just want to show you some of the detail in here. This is such a great piece of history. First off, we have the original style washer bag that's in here. This is really cool, man. Everything. Flowmatic windshield washer. It has the original generator still on it over here. Radiator's been redone, engine's been rebuilt. This is a 292 cubic inch V8, the same kind of V8 you would have got in a Ford Thunderbird and other cars like that. All the wiring is new. Like, check it all out, man. This is just like this is the detail stuff that you don't know. If you've never really restored a car, you say, wow, this is great looking, but I don't really know why it's great looking. This has 2 master cylinders, way ahead of its time. Front and rear, separate master cylinders. Okay, in case something was to happen with the brakes. A lot of cars didn't have it back then. This has just loaded with nice stuff. It's just a great truck. I don't know why I get so excited when I see it, because you can imagine riding around this truck with your grandfather or something like that, who had one, or you grew up on a farm, and now now you can afford to get something like it. It's just awesome. All right, we have talked about a lot of stuff, but I do want to take a quick peek under here, because I want you to see the detail real quick. If Colin can get in here and just show you some of that. Heavy duty front axles. Everything is painted a different color like it's supposed to. Everything's not blasted all black to cover up things. It's black pieces. The shocks are a different color. The frame's a different color. The muffler's a different color. The drive shaft's a different color. All because that's what goes into a great restoration. All right. So this is what you would have looked at on the outside. But since you won't be spending much time on the outside, how about we go spend some time where you'll be on the inside. All right, so come on up here. I'll tell you why I want you to come up here for a second. So in here is some nice features, believe it or not, because a truck was just, it typically was a can. It had an engine and a transmission, and that's it, no options. This one here, it's got a headliner in it. It's got an optional clock in it. It has optional heat in it as well. You can see the blower motor is hanging down right there. The dash is all restored. You can't buy this piece right now. This piece was sent out and re-chromed. The steering wheel was restored. This is Bakelite. Maybe you guys remember old school radios and telephones and things like that were made of Bakelite. And this has it in here as well. Like the turn signals work like they're supposed to. Brake lights, all that stuff is designed to be like a great vehicle that you can just go for a ride in. I mean, this is why I get so excited about it. Open the vents on the side and let some fresh air in. And what we should probably do for you is get a stereo for here. And here we have original manual. Maybe we have it in the wrong case, but that's okay. I don't know if this is an original 1960 manual or whether it's pre-weathered for everybody, but it looks very authentic, including the dealer warranty sticker. All right. Look at this. Look what we just found. I didn't even know this was in here. This shows who purchased the vehicle back in, wow, it even has the key numbers on here and everything. That is very cool. All right, a couple pieces of that. All right, so what we could do for you is we could put an aftermarket stereo system, but we'd hide it inside the glove box, and you control it from your phone, so you wouldn't have to cut up the dash. The dash would look all original like it's supposed to. That would be really neat. So don't forget to ask us to do that. That's one of the things that we do here quite often with lots of cars. It's got the rubber mat like it's supposed to. And a lot of these trucks came with a 3-speed. This happens to be, lucky for you, a 4-speed. So you get a granny first gear for really deep snow, deep mud, sand, whatever. This thing's coming out, right? It's coming out. Especially, we didn't look at it, and I want to show you real quick before we end the video. This has factory 16-inch wheels on it, which is pretty rare when you think about it. These trucks all came with 15s, cars came with 14s. 16-inch wheels was really ahead of its time, and some serious tires. But you got 4 speeds here, you got 4 low and 4 high, and of course 2-wheel drive because you're wheeling around. And it's just a nice, comfortable drive. I drove it all the time. Matter of fact, we're going to go for a test drive in just a few minutes, and hopefully when you see it going down the road, you'll find a way to get it in your life. All right, so as we close up this video, think about this for a second. The body and paint on this is show quality, really, when you think about it. It's Monte Carlo red and Corinthian white. The engine compartment is detailed, the interior is detailed, all new chrome, stainless trim, the engine's rebuilt, the transmission's been rebuilt, the 4-wheel drive system's rebuilt, has a new exhaust system, new wiring, all the stuff that would take you years to get done you can get done right now. And somebody drove it for a little bit, loved it, and now you can own it for a lot less than it costs them to do it. Down to the 16-inch really cool tires that you know are doing a great job of getting you out of whatever it is you just got yourself stuck in. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll find a way to get this smile on your face.